countless people wander through life, unaware of the intricate tapestry that makes up their true nature. They drift through a world filled with mysteries about themselves, all while yearning for answers that could transform their understanding of who they are. Today, we're about to embark on a journey of self-discovery, a voyage that can change everything you thought you knew about yourself, and unveil the telltale signs of a Sigma INFJ personality. Do you dare to discover if you're one of these enigmatic individuals, or will you leave the mystery unsolved? Stick around until the end to find out if you possess these 11 undeniable traits that define a Sigma INFJ. But beware, the truth might surprise you. The first sign that you may be a Sigma INFJ is that you have a very vibrant inner world. In other words, if you are truly a Sigma INFJ, then we'll understand that everything happens from within. From your intuition, strong emotional depth, observation, and vivid imagination. Your inner world is where most of your creative incentives come from. When it comes to dealing with people, Sigma INFJs are able to feel energies and read the room with excellence and with very little data to draw from. And guess what? Many bad-intended people can sense this too. They feel exposed without you having to say a word. It's as though you can cut the tension with a knife at how awkward it can become. Although you mean no harm, and will even try to make yourself small just to make others comfortable and do your best not to draw attention to yourself. Sigma INFJs also find themselves lost in daydreams, always imagining the possibilities of another outcome. Always finding themselves thinking about the what-ifs or the should-ofs and could-ofs. This rich inner world drives their self-discovery, creativity, and personal growth. 2. Being fascinated by human psychology often indicates a potential Sigma INFJ because it aligns with their characteristic traits and interests. Sigma INFJs are known for their deep curiosity about the inner workings of the human mind, their empathetic nature, and their desire for profound insights into themselves and others. They see human psychology as a complex puzzle to be solved, driven by their problem-solving tendencies, and they believe that understanding it can lead to personal growth, ethical decision-making, and effective communication. This fascination serves as a means to both better understand themselves and to navigate the intricacies of human interactions, making it a strong indicator of the Sigma INFJ's personality type. 3. Sigma INFJs tend to reject the idea of chance or randomness, believing instead that every event in life happens for a reason, and even divinely ordained if you may. This perspective stems from their dominant introverted intuition, which drives them to seek patterns, connections, and underlying meanings in the world around them. They possess a strong belief that there is an intricate web of cause and effect governing the universe, and that even seemingly random or chaotic events have a purpose or significance within this broader framework. This perspective not only aligns with their innate curiosity, but also reinforces their sense of purpose and conviction that they are meant to uncover these hidden connections and meanings, to navigate life more consciously and meaningfully. By this law, Sigma INFJs think everything through before acting, which makes them very calculated. This gives them the ability to be fully accountable for what happens and blames nobody if something doesn't go as they planned. 4. Sigma INFJs often get overwhelmed by details or overstimulation due to their cognitive functions, particularly their dominant introverted intuition and inferior extroverted sensing. This makes them highly attuned to abstract and big-picture thinking, allowing them to see underlying patterns and connections in complex situations. However, this also means that they may struggle with processing and managing a barrage of concrete sensory information or excessive details. When inundated with too much sensory input or intricate specifics, they can become mentally fatigued and stressed, which can lead to a desire for solitude and withdrawal to recharge their mental energy. This propensity to become overwhelmed by details or overstimulation often makes Sigma INFJs low-key when it comes to work overload and personal interactions. They tend to be cautious about taking on too many tasks or commitments, as they value quality over quantity. This is why you will find most of them being self-made and look into professions that involve freelancing or creating their own businesses. This way, they control the pace of how much work they do and not being overwhelmed by having someone to answer to. They are selective in their interactions, preferring deeper, more meaningful connections rather than superficial or overwhelming social engagements. This measured approach to life allows them to maintain their mental equilibrium, ensuring they can continue to focus on their inner world and introspective pursuits, which are essential to their personal growth and sense of purpose. 5. Sigma INFJs are often adept at quickly discerning other people's intentions due to their combination of cognitive functions, particularly their dominant introverted intuition and auxiliary extroverted feeling, allowing them to intuitively grasp patterns, motives, and hidden meanings in human behavior and communication. They can read between the lines, picking up on subtle cues and nonverbal signals that reveal underlying intentions. Their highly attuned empathy, which is driven by extroverted feeling, allows them to feel the emotions and motives of others, further enhancing their ability to understand people's intentions. Additionally, Sigma INFJs possess a deep capacity for observation and analysis. They are often keen observers of human nature and tend to ask probing questions that help them uncover the true intentions of others. Their intuitive insights are not based solely on superficial cues, but are the result of a holistic understanding of a person's behavior, emotions, and communication style. This combination of intuition, empathy, observation, and analysis enables Sigma INFJs to quickly and accurately discern the intentions of those they interact with, which can be a valuable skill in both personal and professional relationships. Sigma INFJs prefer dealing with people one by one rather than in large groups due to their deep and empathetic nature. Their cognitive functions, including introverted intuition and extroverted feeling, make them highly attuned to individual emotions and motivations. When engaging one-on-one, they can offer their undivided attention, creating a more intimate and emotionally resonant connection. This allows them to understand and support others on a profound level, making the interaction more meaningful. In large groups, the sensory overload and social dynamics can be overwhelming for Sigma INFJs, and they may find it challenging to maintain the depth of connection they value. Therefore, they often prioritize quality over quantity in their interactions, finding greater fulfillment and authenticity when engaging with individuals on a personal level. 8. Sigma INFJs are deeply empathetic due to their cognitive functions, particularly extroverted feeling and introverted intuition. Extroverted feeling enables them to connect with and understand the emotions and needs of others on a profound level. They are highly attuned to nonverbal cues and the emotional atmospheres of their surroundings. Introverted intuition, on the other hand, allows them to intuitively grasp the underlying motives and perspectives of people, helping them go beyond surface-level understanding. This combination of empathy and intuition makes Sigma INFJs excellent at putting themselves in others' shoes, offering support, and providing genuine emotional insight. They often prioritize the well-being of those around them and are driven to create harmony and understanding in their interpersonal relationships. 9. Sigma INFJs are drawn to conspiracy theories for several reasons. Again, their dominant cognitive function, introverted intuition, often makes them inclined to seek deeper meanings and patterns beyond what is readily apparent. They enjoy delving into the complexities of ideas and events, and conspiracy theories can offer an intriguing alternative perspective on the world. These theories often present a hidden narrative that aligns with the Sigma INFJ's inclination to uncover hidden truths and understand the underlying motivations of people and systems. Sigma INFJs may be attracted to conspiracy theories as a form of intellectual exploration and critical thinking. They enjoy questioning the mainstream narratives and challenging the status quo, which is in line with their individualistic and nonconformist tendencies. Engaging with conspiracy theories allows them to exercise their analytical skills and consider alternative viewpoints, even if they ultimately reject these theories. However, it's essential to note that not all Sigma INFJs embrace conspiracy theories, and their interest in them varies widely. Some may engage in such topics for intellectual curiosity, while others may approach them with skepticism or as a source of inspiration for creative thinking. 10. Sigma INFJs often appear stoic and can be challenging to get to know due to their complex inner worlds and their tendency to guard their emotions. Their dominant cognitive function, introverted intuition, leads them to spend a significant amount of time introspecting and contemplating abstract ideas and emotions internally. This introspection can make them appear reserved, as they may not readily share their thoughts and feelings with others. They tend to value their privacy and may be cautious about revealing too much about themselves until they feel a deep level of trust and connection with someone. Furthermore, Sigma INFJs can be stoic because they often have high emotional intelligence and empathy. They absorb and process the emotions of those around them, which can be emotionally draining. To protect themselves from emotional overload, they may develop a stoic exterior as a coping mechanism. This stoicism allows them to maintain their emotional boundaries and avoid becoming overly absorbed in the emotions of others. While they may seem reserved at first, getting to know a Sigma INFJ usually requires patience, a genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings, and the willingness to create a safe and trusting environment where they can gradually open up and share their rich inner world. 11. Sigma INFJs often take longer to complete tasks because they are natural perfectionists. Their dominant introverted intuition drives them to seek deep understanding and precision in their work. They have high standards for themselves and often feel a strong need for their work to meet these standards. This perfectionism can lead to a meticulous and thorough approach to tasks, where they may spend extra time refining details, analyzing options, and ensuring that everything is just right. They are more focused on the quality and significance of their work rather than rushing through it, which can make them seem slower, but results in a high level of excellence.